Pick a car, any car. Go back to any video, I guarantee you. Same cars, same trucks, same fucking shit every day. It's a great use of taxpayer money, you know. It fucking warms the cockles of my heart to think that I fucking pay for my own fucking stalking and harassment with my tax dollars. I'm feeling like it's about time to opt out. Scumbags. So original, they park over there, and they take off out of there 500 times a fucking day. That's 7-3. Got time for EMT to pull through with this fucking bullshit on. Regular. These fuckers follow me all the way to freaking 45 minutes away. I get on a 2-lane highway, they got 2 people behind me blocking both lanes behind me, 2 people driving side by side in front of me. And the 2 people in the back will move up to the front when 2 more people join them from the rear. So there's always shifting, but always new people coming in to fill the spots. And it's enough to make you want to throw the vehicle sideways on the fucking road and drag them out of their cars. But that would be the point. That's what they want you to do. You can't teach these people anything. You can't show these people anything. You can't explain these people anything. You know, you try to explain that they use the Constitution to hide behind those tinted windows of the very same Constitution that they violate and infringe on their target. No due process, no facing your accusers, no charges. You just pissed somebody off down the road there, and you'll never know who it was, what it was for, or how to fix it. You just got put on a watch list, and your fucking life is going to be mobbed and harassed and radiated unless somebody does something about it. And I say it's the best bet is just to try to expose them instead of fighting them on any level, because if enough voices are screaming the same things, then the second time you hear that story, you know, like when I tell folks my story, they blow me off, but I still do it in hopes that the next time they hear it, that maybe their friend, whoever is trying to explain it to them, they'll go, oh shit, I've heard of this happened to somebody else I know. And then it becomes very real. So it's up to us not to pretend that it's not going on, not to pretend like it's in our heads, not to listen to people that tell us don't speak up because it's in your head. You know, thousands of people after written history, all of a sudden they all pop up within the same few years of all describing the same stalking by multiple people. Yeah, it just doesn't happen that way. It's not like we're being dosed and we got rye ergot making LSD in our frickin' bread, you know. We're not tripping on the same frickin' thing. We're having the same experiences all across the country because first responders, city workers, state workers, active and retired military, EMT, firemen, police, sheriff, tow truck drivers. Fuck, I tried to give the mailman the benefit of the doubt, and he frickin' drove past here and revved his engine at me the other day. So it's basically everyone. There's old boy, he's a recruiter for the military over here. Chops firewood all day and then harasses me in between. Aggravate my dog, turn him into a vicious dog. They try to get him to go crazy through the fence at him. They literally have somebody walk by here about every 15 minutes, and to the point where he starts to look for him and watch for him, and then they smugly just troll on by. The only thing is, we're out in the sticks here. This is not like a busy neighborhood road. This is probably a $500 or 500 cars a day road. But since I've been here, it's about 5,000 cars a day. Because this goes on all day. All day. You know, granted, there's people that actually use this road, but not to the volume that these morons. And you'll see, if the reason I'm doing this is because you'll start to see the same car over and over and over, because they'll go down to one end, turn around, go back to the other end, turn around, or they'll do the loop and put a little bit of time in the loop. If there's enough people filling the navigation app, you know, the neighbors think they're doing a good thing when they upload pictures of me coming and going. The neighbors think they're doing a good thing when they shine their floodlights at the house here and blink them 3 times as a signal. See, there's a red truck, just went the other way, came back, just went back the other way. That's the 3rd time, I think, probably, since I turned this on. Maybe 4th. But you'll notice, if you just keep watching, that they got tinted windows on a majority of them. Half of them are looking into this yard in the middle of a half-mile stretch of yards. blends right in with all the other ones, but for some reason they all know to be looking in this one. They stomp on the gas with their loud exhaust right at the back of this yard. They stall traffic so they can look in here and shit and line up out there and all get their little pictures. And it's the majority of them are either 20, 25-year-old, possibly ex-military, blah, blah, blah. And then 60-year-old fuckers that know better. And I mean, they should know better. We participate in freaking straight up fascism. Our generation, we pledged allegiance to the flag. You know, we did things that were patriotic and had respect and love for the people that fought for our country. And we're proud of our relatives that did so. This is what we got now. We've got active ex-military actively engaging against civilians, not even declaring a reason. So the civilian that they're attacking generally doesn't know what's happening. They just have an episode where they realize they're getting mobbed and followed and hassled, and they can't make sense of it. Because who would do such a thing? You try to tell anybody about it, it sounds ludicrous. It's meant to sound ludicrous. But really, they're the fucking insane ones. Absolutely insane. And who signs on for this shit and just is like, oh sure, whatever, pay me in gift cards. Oh, that sounds like a great time. You know, gosh. We're the people that said no. There have to be some. You know, if they would have offered it to me, I'd have said, fuck you. You couldn't force me to fucking participate in this bullshit. It's probably why I'm targeted. That, and I posted how our Constitution is sacred and we should protect it with our lives, but who knew? I didn't know we lived in a fascist fucking country. Our words are being censored and monitored. And not only that, they're using them against us to come after us actively. Like, they're probably seeking out the people that were most vocal, like they're the most likely to stand up against this bullshit. Communism, whatever. Joe sold us to fucking China, I don't know. Sure feels like it. But I think they're going after the outspoken patriots and the free thinkers that are most likely to say, nope, I'm not going to tolerate that, I'm not going to participate in that, I'm going to call bullshit every time I see it. So, but these are the generations behind us that didn't freaking pledge to the flag. They don't have any sense of patriotism or respect for the people that fought and died for the freedoms that they give away. They don't have a clue. They don't respect anyone. Just, you know, dog eat dog. Backbiters and bottom dwellers. Opportunists. Immoral. They freaking want to live in a society that cannibalizes itself. And guess what? Lord of the Flies only goes so long before you're fucking piggy. So, their participation, if they get their way, their kids freaking suffer. Their kids will be tormented through this shit because this shit just continues until it eats itself. It's a depopulation mechanism that they use to get us to divide and conquer ourselves. Because there's always that greedy element. There's always that guy that says, oh, I'll fuck my neighbor, freaking aim microwave fucking shit at him while he sleeps and give him and his kids and his family cancer for a few extra bucks or a pat on the back. Tell me I'm part of this good old boy fuckery club. It makes them feel powerful. Then they start to get off on the sadism, the sadistic nature of the whole town taking their fucking frustrations out on one person. Like, there's been studies that, like, it helps the cohesion of a town when they have a scapegoat. So, in a fucking retarded kind of way, these people are bonding their township. But guess what? I don't want to be a part of your fucking bullshit. I don't even want to fucking associate, do business, work for, or even have to waste my breath with fucking scumbags. Phony ass. Hide behind fake fucking tinted windows. Speed off when they're fucking confronted. Like a bunch of fucking cowards. Why do you hide? Why do you take off? Why do you got tinted windows? Why don't you just air your grievances and get it out like a grown up, like a fucking grown man? Because there ain't a grown man among them, I guess. We went and met at the church after school and we fucking solved our fucking problems. If we didn't, we learned a lesson. This generation, nope. You got 3 strikes. 3 strikes preventing anybody from self-regulating or teaching any morals to each other. There you got participation trophy generation. And you got Gen Xers that'll fucking punch you right in the mouth for fucking trying to fuck with us. So guess who's getting it? Guess who's getting the brunt of the fucking woke fucking mob? Gen Xers. There's your woke mob. Seen the same vehicles over and over yet? Want to try something fun? Pop in another one of my videos and watch it. And you'll find the same cars there too, doing the same shit. Pulling empty trailers so they can make more noise, and renting U-Hauls and Penske trucks so they don't get their own freaking vehicles recognized. I got news for them. They're gonna be the easiest ones to figure out. But who does this really, man? I mean, you gotta like lie to your spouse probably, or your grandma or something, like, oh, how was work? It's like, oh, it was tough. I freaking drove around and freaking hassled this guy every time he came outside. And I had to sit in my car all day and then start it up and take off every time the GPS tells me to. Why would you do such a thing like that? You know, it's like, you would be shamed. You would be ashamed. You know it's not fucking full. You gotta keep it a secret. They make you sign NDAs, I'm sure, just because. This has to be done in secret, but they're biting off more than they can chew just by the sheer number of people they're going after. The Stasi in Berlin, after the wall came down, they released all the records of the Stasi. They released all the surveillance records. People that didn't think they were being surveilled had pages and pages and pages. But it also had who was doing the surveillance on those pages. Those people were exiled, banished, executed. Their grandchildren still aren't able to work because they vet to make sure that Stasi relatives do not get employment. Still to this day, almost 100 years later. It's because what they're doing is so insidious. And they do it with malice. They intend on you either getting locked up or committing suicide, you know, or they catch you out in the woods or whatever, you know. But I think they got the idea. If they want it from me, they're gonna freaking, somebody's gonna pay the price with me. I'm not going alone. I'm taking a bunch of you fuckers with me. I got zero respect. And after 3 years of this, I got zero fucking fear. I'm ready to meet my maker every time I put my feet on the ground. Every time. And I'm good with him. And I fucking got the ultimate faith that he's going to throw your asses in a lake of fire for eternity. Because your grandma knows that what you're doing ain't even good. Your mama whipped your ass if she knew what she was doing, more likely. At least the way I was raised. You don't do that shit to people. You mind your own business. It's America, it's not China. This is the last country that we can do this shit in and be our own people. And now guess what? You fuckers are so superior that you're gonna undermine it and take it away from the last free civilization, basically. For your greed. For your fucking power trip. For your little Nazi pat on the back. Uncle Charlie. Whatever. Historically, people that victimize citizens, ambush style, they pay with their lives. They pay dearly. Firing squads. Mussolini got hung up by his freaking guts out a second-story window, just for that very thing. So these people, that's why they don't let them know about fascism. That's why they don't teach them about communism, because communism's killed just as many, if not more, people than religion. They start ostracizing and removing the threat of the population, then they go for full-on domination, control, and extermination. Eugenics. Yeah. Paperclip, Operation Paperclip, all that shit. That was real, man. We're living it now. It's still. Depro-Z-Pro was supposed to be shut down as unethical. They just changed the name. It's called community policing now. Infraguard. The COPS program, COPS, the TIPS program, TIPS. Yeah, you name it. There's a million different ways to label the same fascist surveillance and harassment. Noise and lights and mobbing, and they slander your name. They're little flying monkeys, they like to call them. And they go around and tell people fake scenarios about these people so that they can get everybody on board on hating them, when they've done absolutely nothing but stand up for their rights and be decent citizens. And these are the dregs of society that are that should be surveilled. They should be removed, because they're willing to do whatever for money. They have no moral conviction, no code. No code whatsoever. No spine either.